welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about a few recent Love After Lockup updates. First, starting off with Red. So Red was dating this girl named Sarah a few months ago, and then they suddenly broke up. They've been together for at least a few weeks that I know of, and I really hope this isn't the girl that he was posting that was harassing him and sending him all those text messages claiming he couldn't eat coochie and harassing him from like 10 different numbers for like 2 weeks straight. I missed this post when it was originally posted, but 3 weeks ago, this girl posted a video to her stories and she's washing Red's hair, and it looks like she's like at a salon, and they are surrounded by a full-on camera crew. And if you watch the video, I just got a screenshot of it, you can see there's at least like 5-6 different people there for a crew, and I'm very curious if that is Love After Lockup who is filming with Red. Or it could be a marketing shoot that the girl who's doing his hair decided to do, and maybe she's just going to use that for her business. And now let's talk about Gabby. I just have a quick update about Gabby. She's posted a few different pictures of her son, and he's super adorable. While we're speaking about mothers, I want to talk about a mother who drives me absolutely crazy, and that is Heather, especially with her latest Grift. So Heather has been posting on Instagram saying that she talked to her daughter, and her daughter wants to go to prom with her date. So she claims that she has to come up with like $200 for tickets for her daughter and her date, and she's been posting her new CASHAPP after her last CASHAPP was shut down, and she says, look, I never went to a wedding or a prom, let's make this happen for my daughter. And then some people started doing some digging, and shout out to TD Comedy Parody. Check her out if you guys haven't already. She does parodies of Heather and Xavier, and they're freaking hilarious. But she looked it up and she found out that the tickets were only $65 a piece. They were not $100 a piece like Heather was claiming, and also says that no tickets will be sold after May 10th or at the door. And then after she posted this, then Heather suddenly said, oh yeah, tomorrow is the deadline at 3 p.m. Because I feel like if this wasn't posted, Heather would have tried to raise money for as long as she could using that excuse. It's kind of like, you know, when she used to hold on to the whole excuse, oh, I gotta get my kids some eyeglasses. It's like, yeah, sure, I'm sure your kids are calling up their homeless mother to get you to pay for their eyeglasses. Like, I just really doubt that. And now we pretty much have heard from the daughter herself, thanks to GoPro Solo Coco on Instagram. So she actually spoke with Heather's daughter, who she's supposed to be raising money for these prom tickets for, and she is pretty embarrassed of her mother's behavior. The daughter said, hey, I know all of you try not to bring us into all my mom's ish, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I did screw up, and I tell her I needed my tickets. I didn't want her to ask her weird sponsors to pay for it though. I didn't tell her about prom till the last minute, so she wouldn't do what she did with the glasses that time. That ish is embarrassing. Tell these people she isn't going to give us $1 of her money, so don't send it for me. I just wish I could talk to her about normal things sometimes. And that is absolutely heartbreaking that the daughter feels like she can't talk to her mom about what's going on in her life without her mom trying to use it as some kind of grift and a way to use it to her advantage so she can get funds out of her sponsors. And the daughter is saying out of her own mouth, don't bother sending a single dollar because she's not going to give it to me anyways. So unfortunately, even though the daughter said that, people still felt bad for Heather, and they started pouring in the donations. So Heather was giving a play-by-play as money was coming in to her Cash App. She said, thank you, Jennifer, for the first donation, and she donated $9. Then Michelle sent some money, and then another person sent some money. She said, we're nearly there. We're 1/4 of the way to the $200 goal. And then Michelle sent some money, and then another person sent some money, and she only had $168 to go. Once one donation came in, the donations just continued to pour in, and then she eventually raised over she needed $131 more. So she raised almost $70 in only, it seemed like, a few hours. And then Heather said, great news. I talked to my mom and she agreed to come pick up the money and go take it to my daughter, even though the daughter claimed that Heather never gives her money anytime she claims she's funding money for her. And now let's talk about Mandy and Maurice. So we really don't have too many updates on Mandy. She's still living with her friend Cash apart from Maurice, and it seems like they're broke up. And Maurice has been struggling living alone. A few days ago, Maurice posted, they say have faith. Well, my faith is fading. They say think positive. How could I if my mind keeps playing tricks on me? Most times I keep asking myself, will it ever get better? Or is that something I keep telling myself even though it's not? Then he posted this little quote that says, I don't look for greener grass, I water mine. And then Maurice said, they say love don't fade, but loneliness is absolutely messing my mind up. And he's been going through it. He was complaining the other day about how he doesn't know how to cook because I'm sure Mandy made all his meals. Then he posted, woke up single again. It's the consistency for me. And he said, I'm tired of it too. Like really, really tired of it. I think it's over with. Steady trying and being denied. And then he posted like this, sometimes two people need to fall apart to fall closer together. And he said, she asked me why I post so much stuff about her. It's because I'm sprung on her. And then he posted, lack of sex will have you mad at everything. Like, who the F put grass in the yard? And then he said, man, especially on days like this. And this is my honest thoughts. Yes, I feel like, he was begging for her back on Instagram because he feels like if she thinks that he's moving on, then she might kick him out of where he's staying. And where he's staying right now, I'm pretty sure it's only under Mandy's name. So if she gets mad and tells him to go, then he might be homeless. But I feel like the real reason he's posting all these posts, not to make Mandy feel special or missed. He's doing this to let people know that he's single again, hoping somebody will slide in his DMs and, he can go get him some coochie. Because that is exactly how he reeled Mandy in when him and Jessica were long distance. He was making posts exactly like that. Like he was like, oh, I just need a female best friend. And then all of a sudden Mandy slides in his DMs. Oh, I'll be your female best friend. I think he realized that trying to bait single women from those posts wasn't working very well for him. So then he allegedly decided to go on a dating app and make a dating profile. And somebody posted this screenshot on Reddit claiming they got a like for Maurice's profile. And of course, it's not under his actual name. It's under this Dion name, which makes me think even more that's him. Because if there's a catfish, then why wouldn't they use his legal name? The only reason they're not using the name Maurice is because he's hoping he can try to hide this from Mandy so he can have his cake and eat it too. He just joined and it says just here to say hello and see how things go. Friendship, just to get to know who you're talking to before we get comfortable. And just making sure, I'm not talking to Mandy or before we get too comfortable is how I'm reading it. And then he's trying to redirect people to talk to him through his IG and leaves his IG at the bottom. He did try to deny that this was him. I don't know. I have a pretty good feeling it's him, especially with the timing of everything. And why would they use another name but his pictures? It just doesn't make much sense at all. And someone on Reddit was claiming that one of his old Instagram accounts was actually under the name Dion, spelled just like that too. And then he posted, stop dating people who will hide you and still tell you they love you. It's better to be single than to be in a fake relationship. And then he said ghost. And then he said, have you ever tried but deep down you already passed trying? I think as men, we try things to know what we're dealing with, but me, myself, I can at least say I tried with certain things and certain people. I'm sorry, but I just can't keep faking and not actually living it. We all deserve to be happy. Right now, I'm not happy, and it's kind of my fault, but F that, life is not promised. So it seems like he's taking blame in a lot of this time that he's spoke about Mandy. He hasn't really said exactly what he did, but every single time it seems like he's blaming himself for what happened. And Mandy posted this song that said to the girl finally over that toxic relationship, this song is for you. And you know she's got to be hinting at her relationship with Maurice. And I just feel like it had to be something pretty serious for her to finally wipe her hands clean of him, because we've seen her put up with so much BS beyond what any other normal person would put up with. Now she's done with him. I don't know. Some people are speculating maybe since they got that case together, maybe they were advised by the judge that they have to stay away from each other. Some people are thinking maybe they had a DV incident and she just finally had enough. Or maybe he cheated on her and she just could not get over that. I don't see Mandy leaving Maurice over just talking to another woman, but she found out he was cheating with multiple girls or like during their whole relationship. I could see her being done with him after that. But even then, I would be pretty shocked for everything else she dealt with. I think she's finally realizing that this man is not the prize that she's been trying to act like he is for years now. But that is it for this video, guys. And I'm also very curious, like, where's her daughter during all this? Because her daughter was in the middle of her school year and now Mandy's living over an hour away, and I don't know if Mandy has her daughter with her at Cash's, but is her daughter just gonna go to school out there where Cash is living now, or has she been missing school this whole time, or is she back staying with Maurice, or is she staying with family? I just have so many questions. But that is it for this video, guys. I have more updates, but I'm gonna say that for another video because this video is already getting long enough. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys think that Mandy and Maurice are going to end up getting back together, or do you guys think they're done for good? And give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.